Morning, we're here with 7-times national champion Anthony Antes, and he's here to tell us a little bit about the GTI. So firstly, Anthony, who would you suggest would be a good type of buyer for the GTI?
Anyone that's looking at getting into the market, family people, tow-in surfers, anyone that's wanting to have a bunch of fun.
So we've put a heap of new technology into the units. Maybe tell us a little bit about the braking system that you can see on it. How does it work? Where are the handles? What do you have to do to activate it?
On the left-hand side here, we have the IBR lever, so it's intelligent brake and reverse. It utilises the reverse thrust to pull the ski up, and it'll stop 100 foot shorter at 50 mile an hour than any other PWC on the market. So it is a total new look this year, the GTI platform.
And we've also put a new hull on it. Tell us a little bit about the characteristics of the hull. How does it handle?
It's fantastic. It's got a great power to weight ratio. It's 333 kilos dry weight. It's very nimble and agile, so it's a great performer.
Yep. And so how many people can we fit on this?
It's a 3-seater. The carrying capacity is 270 odd kilos, so it's a very buoyant, stable ski.
In terms of maintenance and looking after the craft, what's involved? How often do they need to be serviced? Some of those types of considerations.
Yeah, well, I mean, at the end of the day, you'd wash it up with some soapy suds as you do with anything that you take in the water. As far as service intervals, you have your 10-hour service, being the 4-stroke engine, 50-hour service, and then your 100-hour service, or 12 months, whatever falls first.
Yep. And obviously it's running a Rotax engine. Maybe if you can tell us a little bit about the cooling system and some of the characteristics of the engine.
Yeah, it's a Rotax 4-stroke 1500cc. We run a closed-loop cool system, so it utilises a freshwater cooling system. Unlike the other manufacturers, they use an open-loop cooled system. It eliminates any rust and corrosion, so it's fantastic. We're the only manufacturer to offer that to the public.
Excellent. Okay, well from here we're going to head over and we're going to hear a little bit about the RXTX RS from James Masterton, the current national PWC champion. Morning, and we're here with James Masterton, current national PWC champion, and he's going to tell us a little bit about the new Sea-Doo RXT RS. So James, if you can tell us a little bit about how this differs to the standard RXTX 260.
Okay, new for 2011, Sea-Doo brought out the AS platform, which is an extension off last year's RXT 260 RS. It features an adjustable suspension system fueled by a Fox Racing gas shock up in the glove box that is manually adjustable, aimed more at sort of the offshore type racer who wants to go out, be a little more aggressive and put a lot less load on the lower back and on the legs.
So James, when you're out in the swell, what's the behaviour of the hull and the upper deck?
Basically, the top deck's a floating type movement, I guess. So the bottom takes all the movement, and the suspension soaks up all the loads and jolts, and it offers a lot smoother ride. And at the end of the day, you come back and you don't have back pain or a lot less leg pain.
So we've obviously been offering the IS models, the intelligent suspension models. How does the adjustable suspension model differ to say the IS models that Sea-Doo's had in the lineup for the past few years?
The AS is more of it's a manually adjusted system, so you can adjust the dampening similar to a motocross bike or a street bike, where if you're using full travel in the suspension, you can stiffen it up or soften it up so you get the desired ride and handling effect of what you want out of the craft.
So James, in terms of the engine and the acceleration and performance of the unit, how would it compare to, say, like a sports bike or, say, a top-end car like a Ferrari?
Well, the Sea-Doo is a supercharged engine, 260 horsepower, and they did some tests overseas up against the Ferrari, and it did out-accelerate the Ferrari down the quarter mile.
So James, we can see that we've got the RS version here. How does the RS version differ to the RXT sold in other markets?
Australia gets a unique version of the Sea-Doo RXTX. It's enhanced performance. The RS is faster than models currently offered overseas.
So James, in terms of, you were obviously working up in Gold Coast previously, now you're down at Sydney Sea-Doo. From your customers that you've seen next to the ocean, how do you think this unit will go?
Yeah, the AS will be a very popular ski for the customer who wants to just get a little bit further offshore and go out and experience more open waters.
Excellent. All right, well, thanks very much, and all the best for your World Championship tilt coming up.
Thanks, Kim.